It's a military medical helicopter that keeps going over. They might be doing drills. So I get something to say? Anything to say? Guess not.
March with us! 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 Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Fist up! And fight back! Fist up! Fight back! Your fist up! Fight back! Your fist up! Fight back! Your fist up! Fight back! Fist up! Fight back! Your fist up! Fight back! Your fist up! Fight back! Your fist up! Fight back! Fist up! Fight back! Fist up! Fight back! Fist up! Fight back! When your life is on attack, what do you do? Stand up, fight back! What do you do? Stand up, fight back! What do you do? Stand up, fight back! No, we don't lay down. We don't lay down. What do you do? Stand up, fight back! What do you do? Stand up, fight back! What do you do? Stand up, fight back! When your life is under attack, what do you do? Stand up, fight back! What do you do? Stand up, fight back! What do you do? Stand up, fight back! No, we ain't gonna lay down. We ain't gonna lay down at all. We're gonna stand up and fight back. I say, what do you do? Stand up, fight back! When your life is under attack, what do you do? Stand up, fight back! What do you do? Stand up, fight back! When your brother is under attack, what do you do? Stand up, fight back! What do you do? Stand up, fight back! When your daughter is under attack, what do you do? Stand up, fight back! I say, what do you do? Stand up, fight back! When your son is under attack, what do you do? Stand up, fight back! I say, what do you do? Stand up, fight back! When my life is under attack, what do you do? Stand up, fight back! I say, what do you do? Stand up, fight back! When your life is under attack, what do you do? Stand up, fight back! What do you do? Stand up, fight back! When the black life is under attack, what do you do? Stand up, fight back! I say, what do you do? Stand up, fight back! It's a first up! Fight back! 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 No justice! No peace! No racist! Police! No justice! No peace! No racist! Police! No justice! No peace! No racist! Police! No Trump! No KKK! No racist USA! No Trump!
From the opening night.
I said no Trump! No KKK! No racist USA! No Trump! No KKK! No racist USA! I said no Trump! No KKK! No racist USA! No Trump! No KKK! No racist USA! I said no Trump! No KKK! No racist USA! All right, everybody, let's circle up. Let's circle up.
Pretty epic sunset tonight.
Okay, we got some water going around here by Thursday. We got snacks in the cooler. Okay, guys, I'm going to get started. So, I was asked today to give a speech on John Lewis. He was the youngest member on March on Washington. Long speech, so bear with me. We march today for jobs and freedom, but we have nothing to be proud of. For hunters, they are receiving salvage wages and no wages or no wages at all. In good conscience, we cannot support wholeheartedly the administration's civil rights bill, for it is too little and too late. There's not one thing in the bill that will protect our people from police brutality. This bill will not protect young children and old women from police dogs and fire hoses for engaging in peaceful demonstrations. This bill will not protect citizens in Danville, Virginia, who must live in constant fear in a police state. This bill will not protect the hundreds of people who have been arrested on trumped up charges. What about the 3 young men in American Georgia who faced the death penalty for engaging in peaceful protest? The voting section of this bill will not help thousands of black citizens who want to vote. It will not help the citizens of Mississippi, of Alabama, and Georgia who are qualified to vote but lack a 6th grade education. One man, one vote is the African cry. It is our cry too. People have been forced to leave their homes because they dare to exercise the right to register to vote. What is there in this bill to ensure the equality of a maid who earns $5 a week in a home of a family whose income is $100,000 a year? For the first time in 100 years, this nation is being awakened to the fact that segregation is evil and that it must be destroyed in all forms. Your presence today proves that you have been aroused to the point of action. We are involved in a serious revolution. This nation is a place of cheap political leaders who built their careers on immoral compromise and ally themselves with different forms of political, economic, and social exploitation. What political leader here stands today and say, my party is the party of principle? The party of Kennedy is also the party of Eastman. The party of Garvey is also the party of Goldwater. Where is our party? In many parts of the South, we work in the fields from sun up to sundown for $12 a week. In Albany, Georgia, 9 of our leaders have been indicted not by bureaucrats, but by the federal government for peaceful protest. But what did the federal government do when Albany Deputy Sheriff beat attorney C.B. King and left him half dead? What did the federal government do when local police officials kicked and assaulted a pregnant wife of Slayer King and she lost her baby? It seems to me that Albany indictment is part of a conspiracy on the part of the federal government and the local politicians in the interest of the people. I want to know which side is the federal government on. The revolution is at hand. We must free ourselves from the chains of political and economic slavery. Nonviolent revolution is saying we will not wait for courts to act, for we've been sitting and waiting hundreds of years. President, the Justice Department, nor Congress, but we will take matters into our own hands and correct.
What they're speaking about right now, what the speaker is speaking about, is the first week of June when, depending on who you talk to, we call it the Western Barricade. Other people call it the Battle for the Hill. Just depends. But the Western Barricade, and that's what started the 8 days, 8 days of protest up here, where we saw protesters and the Seattle police stand off right on Pine Street, right by the East Precinct. So we're definitely getting closer to the East Precinct. Okay, great. The chant, they said, hey, hey, ho, ho, the racist cops have got to go. Somebody asked what the chant was right there.
Yeah.
Where?
Or just in front
Oh, be in front of the cars. Thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
Jesus is King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
Oh, he's back.
Jesus is the Savior of all men, especially the most vulnerable. All you have to do is call on the name
Talking about
of
Jesus.
Christ and you shall be saved.
Yes.
If you call on the name of the Lord
Sunday, but I need you to go
Give them the
home.
message.
Do not hold it at that intersection, okay? I have heard that they are posted up at the fireplace, the fire department, if you will. So what we're gonna do is hold our space right after the intersection, okay? And surround them. Understood?
Fragment itself into 1,000 pieces and put them next together in the image of democracy. We will make the actions of the past few months look petty. And I say unto you, wake up America. Wake up America. That was John Lewis. At this time, does anybody else want to say anything? And that's my call, y'all. Last week, we got arrested for peaceful protest. The very next day, we're back on the streets again. So, that's what we're talking about. We can't stop. We can't let up. How y'all doing tonight? fighting all tired of in the law, tired of the tired of
to live out the true meaning of his creed. He was a lion that held the world to the fire, a man of goodwill. He campaigned for many, always loving, giving, and concerned about his fellow man, but he also made you feel the need to be responsible. I can personally say that I have had several conversations with him in the most common of settings, such as Publix on Cascade Road and Zaxby's on Fulton Industrial Boulevard. He always remembered my face and that I was a teacher. The conversation would always end with him handing me his card and telling me, "If you ever need me, just call." Today, I would tell him, "I always needed you, sir, and I never had to call." Thank you for leading a great fight, and may God bless your soul, Mr. John Lewis, an American hero.
Somebody say one time, you can make it if you try.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get the march going. The way this is going to work, we got a route set up, so we're about to have y'all line up in the street in just a second. So just stand by, please.
So we all got to stick together right now. This I want to say to you, my sisters and my brothers. Right on, sister. Right on. Dig this. If we keep on pushing down, we got to make it a little bit further. We got to make it a little further. You know, manipulative, all these different things that we cannot fight that system that we have amongst ourselves, those same problems. Problem with it is leaders that target. You want somebody to represent you. Represent yourself. All I need is lay yourself out here. Each and every day you're leading yourself out here. So all are leaders. You all have a piece of the puzzle. You all have a perspective. You all have a right to speak it. You shouldn't have to be vetted. You know what I'm saying? The vetting should be for the structural thing that we're fighting. That's what we're trying to vet. We're not trying to vet each other. We're trying to get information from each other. We're trying to come together and put those things together so that we can inflict change amongst our nation and people that don't even know that change is even needed. There's a lot of people that's walking around that's oblivious to our struggles, our awareness. They just not aware of it. So sometimes when you want to oppress people, which we are as a nation, not just the black nation, but as a nation, we are oppressed people. You're traumatized. So you might not even know how to liberate yourself. So when somebody gives you information, you're kind of skeptical of it, and you throw it away. But that same information you're throwing away could be the information that liberates you. And therefore, I just ask everybody, just, we're talking brotherhood, we're talking family, we're talking keep an open-minded heart, you know what I'm saying, to all of it. Because everybody out here, obviously, has the potential to be another, what's his name again? John Lewis, Martin Luther King, any of these things. We should be trying to be those, we should be our own, who we are, we should be proud of who we are. We should also remember those people and what they've done, but we should also know and understand.
I thought this was a people station. I heard you. That's what I thought. You know what? I'm gonna say this. I guarantee that they did this shit over here. They didn't do it to Rome. They didn't do it to that store. They did it. And I know you guys are fucking deciding you want to get out of here right now. Right? So don't piss the fuck off too. I've been pissed off, and it doesn't matter how many things I fucking break. I'm still gonna be pissed off. So we can't. What the fuck do you want? Where are my window breakers? I need you to listen to this, especially because we're going in that shit and we're clearing it out. We're clearing it up. I'm sorry. I told you not to do it. A month ago. Yeah. Moving is flammable. That's a good point. All right.
I'm not thinking anarchy, but I want this one to get better. They have money for it to fund this one. Don't fuck up this one. Go fuck up the other one. Or the South Precinct.
That's what we're doing. We have to stay together. This is not this first yet. I know you guys are tired of it.
That's why they gave it to us. They want us to fund it because then they can build it without the fucking money. This is the only one. We need to get the more expensive one.
Why not put insurance?
Bro, why they are fucking here? Are there people inside?
Oh, here we go.
Here, let me.
Don't be filming people like that. I'm not.
Is it because I'm black?
Okay, so look, this white truck, I'm gonna have this white truck in front of everyone. Try to stay behind the truck. I got people set up already throughout the crowd. As far as security-wise, you see anything wrong, y'all already know. Come to me or anybody else. We're about to make this first right, the second right, and then we're gonna head back up the boulevard. Hold on, everybody, they're behind us, actually.
I wonder, is it because I'm black? Somebody tell me what can I do?
Shoot, it's finally calmed down from 91 earlier.
When 9/11 happened, they wasn't people. What did they do? They said, thank God, and God we trust when they got the guns, right? So why are they telling me to go peaceful? Why are they telling me to be peaceful in my revolution? So that's why we can't stand up and fight back. So I'm not a violent man, and my people, we're not violent at all. But for one thing, we're not going to stand up. We're not going to lay down for someone that's going to be violent with us. No, we're gonna fight back. That's what America did. That's what America has told us. Right? And so I did a little research, and we got some. It's just not about my revolution. Like I said, it's all about revolution. And this beautiful indigenous woman, she has a story that I did a research on that's trail of years. I just want to let y'all get some information about it.
My name is Cinnamon. I was an emergency here. As you were saying, I'm an indigenous activist from St. Petersburg. First off, I just want to personally thank you guys and all of the Black Lives Matter movement across America. Without people like you and without people like them, we would have never been able to you know, you learn like the smidgest, like tiniest little bit about it in American history. And they don't like to teach you about the history of this country correctly. Our history, your history, and they don't want to give it to you straight. Anyways, so the past years was about 60,000 U.S. indigenous people were relocated to the other side of the country, pretty much because the white people didn't want them in the areas they were colonizing. About 6,000 to 8,000 people died on that trail. They walked it, the majority of it. This was part of the it was a horrendous event. It was something that, like, we know, we told all of us. To reservations on the west coast. Most of those reservations today still do not have one running water. The Navajo and Hopi of this nation are completely destroyed with COVID-19. The disgusting person that is a part of the Jenner Kardashian family was recently
News helicopter.
and post pictures of it. A disease-ridden desert reservation. She decided to take the trip to, and I'm talking about consequences. So, still to this day, Native Americans are disproportionately treated wrong in this country, just like our black kin. And I call them a black kin because, like I've talked about it before, the majority of indigenous people in the United States, the majority of black people in the United States have indigenous blood in them. They don't want to tell you this because then they have to pay reparations to our black families. It's bogus.
Good trouble. Good trouble. John. 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 Good trouble. Good trouble. John. 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 Good trouble. Good trouble. Good trouble. John. 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 Good trouble. Good trouble. Good trouble. Good trouble. John. 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 Good trouble. Good trouble. Good trouble. John. 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 Good trouble. Good trouble. Good trouble. John. 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 Good trouble. Everybody slow it down.
We're gonna slow it down, y'all. Give everybody a chance to catch up. Keep everybody together.
Okay, we're gonna try a new chant. I'm gonna say we are, and then y'all gonna say the 5th district. Okay? We are. 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 John. Lewis. John. Lewis.
What's up, Dave?
No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No racist. 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 Police. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. These racist cops have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. These racist cops have got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. These racist cops have got to go. No Trump. No KKK, no racist USA. Say no Trump. No KKK, no racist USA. No Trump. No KKK, no racist USA. Say no Trump. No KKK, no racist USA. Say no Trump. No KKK, no racist USA. Say no Trump. No KKK, no racist USA. We don't want no bad cops. We don't want no bad cops. Not in our community. Not in our community. We don't want no racist cops. We don't want no racist cops. Not in our community. Not in our community. We don't want no killer cops. We don't want no killer cops. Not in our community. Not in our community. We don't want no bad cops. We don't want no bad cops. We don't want no racist cops. We don't want no racist cops. We don't want no killer cops. We don't want no killer cops. Not in our community. Not in our community. Not in my community. Not in my community. Not in your community. Not in your community. We don't want no racist cops. We don't want no racist cops. Not in our community. Not in our community. Not in my community. Not in my community. Break it up, break it up, break it up.
Break a left.
Break it up, break it up.
He said, fist up, no talking. We're going to take this last block in silence. Okay? Let's go.
I said no justice, no peace. No justice, no peace, no sleep. 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 Black lives matter. Who lives matter? Black lives matter. Who lives matter? Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Who lives matter? 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 Black lives matter. Hands up. Hands up. Come on, hands up.
Hey, everybody. Right now we are moving forward. We are protected by, the protesters are protected by a wonderful car brigade and bike brigade. We gotta love them. As you saw at the beginning of the live, there was a group of bike officers trailing right now. The bike officers are behind the protest. It's ridiculous. Oh yeah, I can. What? Yeah, I can. What? I can. I'm with Converge Media. I've been covering everything. I don't know who you are. I don't care. I can shoot whatever I want. Exactly. All right. Well, I do what I do. You do what you do. All right. All right. Hello, everybody.
That's why we have these candles. The torch is being passed tonight to you. Don't let any politician, don't let any leader tell you otherwise. Because the movement has always been based on the people. You are the people. You will make the world a better place. You will lead this movement forward on behalf of black people, on behalf of white people, on behalf of all people of color, on behalf of all people that love differently, on behalf of all people that are able or otherly able, on behalf of every single American and all those who want to be American or seek justice. It's about unity in this moment, and for every moment that comes out after this, because I can never forget the first words that John Lewis spoke to me. Those words were, keep them marching. Keep them marching. And then he said to me, and I'll never forget this as long as I live. He said, Gerald, and I was shocked. He said, sometimes you gotta get in the way.
And when I say it with your chest,
Hey, give it up for Isaac. He's only 15 years old. A lot of high schoolers don't understand what this means, what we're trying to do out here. He's only 15 years old, but he gets it. He gets it, so we're going to ride with him. Every time I look at him, I remember the story of Bryan. He was the first member of the Black Panther Party. The first member. He was only 17 years old when he died. How did he die? Just like how most of us die. Unarmed black man. Unarmed black man. Now you see behind me, what's the point of police being here? We peaceful. But 9 police officers out there, right? They all got guns. They ready. They ready. They ready. But not they not ready to go get Breonna Taylor's murder. They not banned up to go get Breonna Taylor's murder.
Looks in the mirror.
No. The murder's still at large. Breonna Taylor still don't have no justice. But police are up here stopping us for expressing ourselves freely. Look at them.
Paid to kill.
Look at them.
Gonna lose your jobs.
Are they paid to kill? Looks like it to me.
Yeah. Looks like it to me. You won't kill
They don't care nothing about our well-being.
You ain't gonna kill my son. You won't kill my son.
Let them know. Let them know.
You won't kill my son. My son buys nothing, and you're not gonna kill my son. You're not gonna kill my son. I carried him for 9 months. I raised him. I'm not gonna let you kill him.
Martin Luther King was the most peaceful man that I ever read about. Not a man from Silent Hill. They shot him in the head. What was he doing? He was standing up for us. Standing up for what we're doing right now. Because of him. Couldn't else get to walk around because of him. So we can't be silent. So they silenced him. Malcolm X was another one that they silenced. What he was doing, he was telling you to stand up. Everybody put their hands on you, it's your constitutional right to defend yourself. But this is American democracy. They say one thing, but practice another. They say we are segregated country. But in practice, immigrants.
Oh. Taking a break real quick. Pretty good today, man. Supposed to have a hangout day, but here we are. Well, somebody got off late.
Live at the ICE protest right now.
I understand we're also going downhill. Take your time. I got it. So that we have time.
Hey, everybody. Right now we are moving forward. We are protected by, the protesters are protected by a wonderful car brigade and bike brigade. Gotta love them. As you saw at the beginning of the live, there was group of bike officers.
They moved away from this city in fear that the mob was going to kill them. See what I mean by silence is right? You gotta stand up. But my brothers understand how we silent. Understand how I believe. If somebody got one club knee on his neck, one of these police officers got one club knee on his neck, I'm damn if I'm putting on the phone and recording it. Nah. I ain't pulling on no phone. I know we're a generation we always film and stuff, taking pictures, but now damn it's time to put on the phone. That's the time to stand up and beat somebody's ass. Try to fight back. I know most people are scared to get a speech on. And I'm going to talk so much history, but at the end of all her speeches was to go out there and stand it. She was in fear. You know this is real. This is oppression. That's what oppression is. You see how small this group is? That is oppression. People are scared to stand up for what's right, even though they know what's right. This is what oppression looks like. Look at it. Look at this small here. The example of oppression. 9 officers, all of them got us. Did anybody tell us that we was armed? Did anybody tell us that we was armed and dangerous? So why they got guns out here? This is oppression. This is American hypocrisy. This is what American...
All right, so I pinned it in the comments. What action item really quickly? If you could actually open up that link, come right back to the stream. But if you could open up that link and mark yourself as going. Let's say even if you can't attend the event physically, just mark yourself as going because it helps amplify. The algorithm is such that events that receive more attendees just get populated on the feed more. So it's really big help from a social media perspective if you could just mark yourself as going. And of course, obviously show up as well if you can. But that's one thing you can do right now that's super easy, is to just open up that link and mark yourself as going. Thank you.
What are we going to do? Tell him. What are we going to tell him? Defund SPD. By how much? 50% at least. What's his number? Hold on, I'll help you. 206? 206. 684. 684.
Thank you, Danielle. Thank you, Cody. Thank you, Kimber.
8804.
Thank you, Esther. If you really want to,
you know what I mean? For real. But yeah, let me plug my battery charger in. You know when somebody playing this kind of music, the electric slide is coming. The electric slide is coming, man. For John Lewis. It's such an old school thing that I know John Lewis would love. Get his ass in there too, you know what I mean? And shout out to the other leaders that we lost as well. I didn't know them too well. John Lewis just impacted my life on a personal level as far as how I carry out certain and specific things in my life. All right, glad everybody's having a good view. Overseas, I hope your latency is not too bad on it. As you can see, people are basically gonna start marching back towards this way, but you're gonna have your, oh, there's the electric slide. Let me get in a little closer here. Thanks, Vontae. What's up with you, man? Absolutely. Rest in power, John Lewis. Little party for him, man. Celebration, man. Talking about somebody who did stuff with his life, man. Talking about somebody's life, boy. noticed last night I was at the governor's mansion. This is the little chick that was in the middle of the street giving the cops a hard time, still dancing.
Let's see. Hi. If I can get some better lighting here, I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. You want me to look at? Oh my gosh, what do I don't. Sorry, I'm operating on low. Thank you for your work. Yeah. So introduce yourself. Who are you? Why are you out here?
My name is Guersh. I'm processing for Black Lives. Word. Yeah. I want SPD gone, but we need to start somewhere. So that would be defend SPD by 50% and invest the money in black communities, and then free all protesters, every one of them.
Thank you. The optics out here are kind of weird because it's so sunny, so it's making the...
Protecting their family and protecting their careers. You know what I'm saying? So, in order for us to really start making them holding them accountable, we have to attack that professionally. We have to attack the structural immunities around protecting them, because they don't protect us, and that's the same law that they are. They're human too, just like us, because they wear a badge and any superior over. But in a lot of situations it does. So when we holler fight back, how are we gonna fight back? There's a lot of ways to do that. We should use all avenues, obviously, because that's what we're doing. But the main thing we must attack is not but the laws that are back. Because that's gonna make them change. That's their job title is why they react and act the way they react. You know what I'm saying? You know that. So once that blanket of protection is gone, no longer there, then you will start seeing real change. Police force. You need to be a police force, because that alone. Forcing the people into a lifestyle or a mindset so that they take that. But I just want everybody to be aware of hollering at, educate yourselves, you know what I'm saying? And don't get tricked. That's kind of hard to say, but just be aware. The people in front of you are not people that look like you. They're not at all. You can't beat their military. They have a budget. We don't have. They have resources that we can't obtain. They have safety measures that they have trained for. So we have to come at this. We have to understand. Yeah, we got this shit now. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. 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 Who are we gonna call? Alex Peterson. What are we gonna tell them? Defund SPD. By how much?
What's that? Yes.
It's kind of dangerous to put people's front of their faces.
Sorry?
It's kind of dangerous to put people's front of their faces.
If people don't want to be on camera, please, I encourage them to let me know. I was invited to organize the event for live stream, so it's tricky. I hear you. Would you like me to be careful not to get yours?
That's why I have a sign.
When do we want it? Now! What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
Who are we gonna call?
Can you hold it for a little bit? Are you comfortable with that?
What's Alex
up?
Peterson's
comfortable with
phone
that?
number?
I don't feel well.
You don't feel well?
884-8804. Who are we going to call? Alex Peterson. What are we going to call him? What do we want to tell him? By how much?
I've got two.
What are we going to tell him? By how much? Who are we going to call? What are we going to tell him? By how much?
The thing that set John Lewis off separate from the others is that John Lewis believed that freedom was achievable, it was going to happen, and his belief in freedom happening in his lifetime was unshakable. And that's the faith that he brought to this movement and the legacy that we live in. He said, freedom is not a state, it is not an act. It is not some enchanted garden, first climb on a distant plateau where we can finally sit down and rest. Freedom is not a $92 million fear. John Lewis said, freedom is the continuous action we must all take, and each generation must do its part to create an even more fair, more just society. And so in order to help you do your work, many of you know I got off my ass when the mayor and the chief started fining and arresting. And so I told the mayor and I told the chief that if y'all choose to fine and arrest, the clergy will be at the center of that every time. So I want to introduce to you one of those clergy people that's committed to being out here weekly, Reverend Adam Gray. Thank you all for the leadership. Thank Andy for inviting me out tonight. I want you to know that Jesus was killed by a conspiracy between corrupt government and corrupt religion.
Yep, that's
It
right.
was not love your neighbor that got Jesus killed. It was woe to you who are rich. It was not go the extra mile that got Jesus killed. It was woe to you who are full now, for you've had your fill and will go away hungry. It was not bless those who curse you who got Jesus killed, but it was when Jesus came into the grand temple and said, I'll tear it down and I will build something better, and it won't take as long as you think.
Woo-hoo!
That's when the powers that be said, that's enough, Jesus has to die. But you know what the trick is? You know what the change is? That when Jesus died, it changed everything. It changed the whole world. And so, when we come to the $192 million temple and say, we want something better, remember that when we come to the center of power, power is going to push back. But when they push back, everything changes. When they push back, everything changes. And let me tell you a truth about Jesus, that he would not be up there. He would be down here. Let me tell you a truth about Jesus. He would not be standing in that line. He would be standing in this line. But he came for our freedom. Don't give up. Because when you keep pushing, everything will change. And it won't take as long as you think.
Heck yeah!
Every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter?
cross streets of 45th and Wallingford.
Any given time, no matter what the circumstances. View this is the context.
Well, of course, that's not impossible at the same attempt. Separating, isolating revolutionaries from the people. Okay, so revolution is not really violence in the sense that that's its defining characteristic. Well, yeah. And that's done through a conscious act of people and
But there are some ones that obviously that do have good hearts. And if they sit here, if they sit there, I don't necessarily think all like I said, y'all stand up for what y'all believe in. If y'all ever have a question, don't be scared to ask it. That's what's going on now. People see injustice go, and they just sit there, they don't do anything. So please, man, go ahead.
Say something. I'm trying to say something.
No, okay, go ahead then. I was gonna address it real quick. Go ahead.
Me too. Go ahead.
Start by saying that cops are low-hanging fruit. Cops are just a physical just a physical person that represents a much more unjust system. They are here to physically enforce injustice and white supremacist ideology. Injustice and white supremacist ideology. So it's not that we're attacking them as people, we're attacking what they represent. Cops will always protect private property and white supremacist institutions over people. So it's not necessarily about good cop, bad cop. It's about you can't, even if you are a good cop, you can't be a good cop in a system that is created to oppress black and brown. Also, people who do speak out against injustices, cops that do speak out against their coworkers are often reprimanded and fired as well. They are suppressed. So it's not like these people don't exist, and not like they're not willing to speak out against it. The system is just a lot bigger than that, and has a lot more weight than this one person, this one foot soldier speaking out. Again, cops are low-hanging fruit. I don't know about y'all, but I am here for the liberation of black people and all oppressed people across the globe. And cops are just the first step.
So we would all agree that systemic racism, which I can tell them all the time, it's a systemic problem. It's not just an individual, it's a system. You are a product of your environment. So if you're around a certain group of people that do certain type of things, if you are that oddball, you got to understand that you got to take that pressure that comes along with it.
And it's also about being aware of where you at. So if you in an institution, when you notice injustice is happening, and you're still a part of it, then you are just as much a murderer as the person that pulled the trigger. Like, we don't blame the gun for doing a killing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, because of the fact that this gun has to be operated. So whoever operating this gun behind this weapon, using this weapon for whatever reason, and then ask for justification through the law and get immunity for it, we don't even get that option when we commit a crime or break a law. We have to face our law, or we have to face our crime, and we get punished for it. Right then and there. Now, sometimes we don't even make it to court. The officers are not judges, they're not jurors,
they don't know how to
they're not executing. They're supposed to be there to really review situations or find some clarity or make an arrest. Make an arrest. We're not saying don't arrest that. You know what I'm saying? That we don't need to do. We're saying we arrest them and take them through the process of being having some kind of justice. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just pulling up right down the street and having court right there or the decision to happen.
Cool.
I just want to ask a personal question. I appreciate you coming out and being like a voice of reason, community, and keep trying to at least seek some type of peace between the division. But I just wanted to ask, you said that you know some cops are assholes. You know some cops are assholes. How do you go about that?
In my position, I work with EMS.
Okay.
So I'm in charge of patient care. The if I see a cop being rude to a patient, and it's not just a black thing, to me it's a class problem. They see a poor person, they treat them a certain way. I speak up for that person, I take care of that patient. Like I said, I see it from both sides. I see asshole cops. Just like as a black man, the way I feel like we are portrayed on TV and media, we are kind of made to be a threat. And I don't want them to see a black man or see me as a black man and think that I'm a threat. So what I teach my kids, not every cop is a bad cop. Just like that, not every black man is a black man. So I work in a predominantly white field, obviously, and they say comments, and truthfully the way I see it is like they didn't have to go through what I go through. They don't walk in my shoes. So I can't convince them to see it my way. All I can do is explain to them the way my world is and the way it exists to me. And if they agree with it, fine. If they don't, they don't. That doesn't make them a bad person. That just makes them somebody who doesn't agree or who don't see it from my perspective.
Calm it down.
But there is no convincing them. I'll explain my perspective, but at the end of the day, I can't. They see it from the way they see it. They're not going to change. They're not going to change their mind. I'll just say, listen, this is what I've been through. This is how I feel as a black man. When they make certain comments, I stand up for myself, and I stand up because, truthfully, the way I see it is, as a black man in a predominantly white field, is that I represent the people who they just shove aside.
Yes.
So people, I just happen to work in Hillsborough County, so I'll generalize it by saying people in Sulphur Springs, people in Suitcase City, all those different type of places, they shove them aside and think that they're less than them. So when me being in my position, they have to see me. They have to respect me. So I'm going to speak up. I just don't let stuff slide. So go ahead. So what I did was in my field is instead of just being at the lower
Where's the banner?
I think that is the banner. I think that is the banner.
They sound like a banner drop.
Unless it's this one. This one has the rivets at the top. I think it's going to be this one.
Alright, I think it's probably just that.
But this one has rivets at the top. It might be this one. Oh, I guess not. They should do this one there.
No, that one's stronger. This is something less as people are driving.
What does it say?
So, I didn't get it on the live stream. Oh, oops, sorry guys. I was just watching over the overpass, and a Seattle police officer drove by, and he waved. Meanwhile, that sign was projected. Or no, the big "Deep on the Police" sign was glaring him right in the face. That was hilarious.
What do we want? When do we want
Okay.
it? What do we want?
Thank you, Felipe.
When do we want it? Where are we going to call? What's this phone number?
Oh, the lighting right now is so harsh.
What are we going to
Hope you guys can still see okay.
By how much? Who are we going to call? What's this phone number? 684-8804. What are we going to tell him? By how much?
Shout out to our bike brigade, holding it down, making sure everybody stays safe.
What's this phone number?
No peace!
No justice.
No peace!
We don't want no bad cops.
We don't want no bad cops. We don't want no bad cops. We don't want no bad cops. We don't want no racist 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 cops. We don't want no bad 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 cops. The cop that's in the middle who has moved nothing but his head. We don't want no bad cops. 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 No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace.
Power to the people.
Power to the people.
The tiny one or the small? The tiny? Yeah. Let's start walking.
Win a bat for another.
Make sure you guys stay behind.
We can zoom in on the stills later.
Yeah. Good shit.
Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. We don't want no racist cops. Not in our community. We don't want no killer cops. Not in our community. No peace. No peace. No peace. Police. No peace. You don't get no peace. Oh, no, I know how to do this. You don't get no peace. Shut it down.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back.
What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. Who are we gonna call? What's his phone number? 206-684-880.
got people looking at us. What democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
What democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
What equality looks like.
This is what equality looks like.
What equality looks like.
This is what equality looks like.
What equality looks like.
This is what equality looks like.
What democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
What democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
Thanks for that information. That was awesome over there.
This is what equality looks like.
It was like us in
This is
Black
lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Who lives matter?
Black lives matter.
Who lives matter?
Black lives matter.
Hey, 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 hey.
These racist cops have got to go.
Hey, 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 hey. These racist cops have got to go. Hey, 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 hey.
These racist cops have got to go.
Hey, 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 hey.
These racist cops have got to go.
By how much?
50% at least.
By how much?
50% at least.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
Say their name. Summer Taylor. Say their name.
Summer Taylor.
Say their name.
Summer Taylor.
Say their name.
Summer Taylor.
Say their name.
Summer Taylor.
Say their name.
Summer Taylor.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
Whose lives matter?
Black lives matter.
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 Compliant.
Silence is compliance.
Silence is compliant.
Silence is compliance.
Silence is compliant.
Silence is compliance.
Say silence is compliant.
Silence is compliance.
Silence is compliant.
Silence is compliance.
Silence is violent.
Silence is violence.
Say silence is compliant.
Silence is compliance.
Silence is compliant.
Silence is compliance.
Silence is violent.
Silence is violence.
Silence is compliant.
Silence is compliance.
Silence is violent.
Silence is violence.
No Trump. No
KKK, no racist USA. No Trump. No KKK, no racist USA.
Wow, thank you for that information. Shout out to Woke for bringing St. Pete to the world.
No racist USA.
Say no Trump.
No KKK,
Thank you for amplifying our
No
voices.
Trump.
no KKK, no racist USA.
No Trump.
No KKK, no racist USA.
No Trump. No KKK. No racist USA. No Trump.
No KKK, no racist USA.
Okay, we got police out here blocking us from going up to the pier to express our freedom of speech. They can't be out here to help us. They can't be out here to for well-being. So I say, defund the police.
Defund the police.
Defund the police.
Defund the police.
Say defund the police.
Defund the police.
Defund the police.
Defund the police.
Say defund the police.
Defund the police.
Defund the police.
Defund the police.
What do you do when your life is under attack?
Stand up, fight back.
Say, what do you do?
Stand up, fight back.
If black lives are under attack, I say, what do you do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do you do?
Stand up, fight back.
Say, what do you do?
Stand up, fight back.
When your life is under attack, what do you do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do you do?
Stand up, fight back.
When our lives are under attack, what do you do? Stand up, fight back. Say, what do you do? Stand up, fight back. Say, what do you do? Stand up, fight back. What do you do? Stand up, fight back. When my life is under attack, what do you do? Stand up, fight back. When their life is under attack, what do you do? Stand up, fight back. I say, take it to the streets to fund the police. No justice, no peace. I say, take it to the streets to fund the police. No justice, no peace. Take it to the streets to fund the police. No justice, no peace. Take it to the streets to fund the police. No justice, no peace.
What's number 4 on our list? No new youth jail. What's number 4 on our list? No new youth jail. Should kids be in jail? No. Should kids be in jail? No. What's number 4? No new youth jail. What's number 4? No new youth jail. What's number 4? No new youth jail. Should kids be in jail? No. Should kids be in jail? No. What's number 4? No new youth jail. What's number 4? No new youth jail. What's number 4? No new youth jail. Who are we gonna call? What's his phone number? 206-684-8804. What are we gonna tell him? Defund SPD. By how much? 15% at least. Who are we gonna call? Alex Peterson. What are we gonna tell him? Defund SPD. By how much? 15% at least. What's his phone number? 206-684-8804. Who are we gonna call? Alex Peterson. What are we gonna tell him?
Equality looks like.
This is what equality looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what equality looks like.
This is what equality looks like.
Fist up. Fist up.
Fight back!
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 Fist up.
Fight back! 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 Fight back!
All right, real fast, everyone. We're going to take a 25-minute bathroom break, then we'll be back on our route. So hurry up.
Don't even worry about it, sweetheart. Don't even worry about it, sweetheart.
Awesome. She came out from dinner, left her dinner and came over here. Said she's been protesting in Baltimore. She's on vacation here and got to join ours. That's great. I want to thank everybody for hanging out, tuning in St. Pete. First time we've been back to the pier in a few days. So, a lot of people heard our voice tonight. Some really great messages. We've got some pretty talented skateboarders with us.
That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's just the way it is.
Full name, mother's maiden name, social security number.
What's his phone number? What are we gonna tell him?
Gotcha. I'm sorry.
By how much?
Not looking. I know, I saw you.
By how much?
If you're gonna commit. Sorry.
Whose lives matter?
You're doing amazing.
Whose lives matter?
Water?
Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter? Whose lives matter? Who are we gonna call?
So we're walking down University Way here, University Avenue, excuse me.
684. What are we gonna tell him? By how much?
That's a good point. Wonder if he's got a job. Seems to have a lot of spare time.
The Duke don't get no justice. The Duke don't get no justice. The weak don't get no justice. The weak don't get no justice. The weak don't get no justice.
What she said? Come on, man, say it with your chest. is compliance. Silence is violence. Silence is compliance. Silence is violence. These racist cops have got to go.
Smarter, not harder.
These racist cops have got to go. These racist cops have got to go. These racist cops have got to go.
And mark yourself as going. We need as many people there as possible, so even if you're not able to make it, it would be a huge help in terms of visibility for other people to see that there's public interest in this event. Doesn't matter if you live in Seattle or not, we need as many people to mark themselves as going as possible. So,
Do you need water?
I'm okay, I've got some. Thank you. Hey, good to see you. And if you could please mark done in the comments when you've marked yourself as going, that would be a really big help as well. Thank you. I spoke with Diaz on the phone earlier today, and they requested specifically that we get as many people to rally and come to this as possible. They want to make sure that Black Lives Matter, Summer Taylor doesn't get forgotten, and if you could Diaz love doesn't get forgotten. So please, 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 action item, open up another window, copy paste that link, and mark yourself as going. If you really want to be a homie, you could invite 5 friends to it as well. That would be amazing. Or share it on your own feed. There's 363 of you. If all 363 of you marked yourself as going, I mean, we'd be done here. At least in terms of Wednesday's action. So please and thank you in advance. All right, so we are on University Ave. We just call it the Ave. I used to live, actually, where are we? Yeah, I used to live 2 blocks down. My first house in the U District was just a terrible basement apartment unit. I paid $275 a month in rent, you guys. $275.
Killing it on the sidewalks, man. What's up? Looks fucking amazing.
Hell yeah. Hell
Police are police. We don't want no bad cops. We don't want no bad cops. We don't want no racist cops. We don't want no racist cops. We don't want no killer cops. We don't want no killer cops. Not in our community. Not in our community. Not in our community. We don't want no bad cops. We don't want no bad cops. We don't want no racist cops. We don't want no racist cops. We don't want no
cops. We don't want no killer cops. Not in my community. Not in my community. Not in our community. Not in our community. Police the police. 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 Make some noise. When black lives are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. When black lives are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. When black lives are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. 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 When black lives are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. When black lives are under attack, what do we do? Stand up like that. What do we do? Stand up like that. What do we do? Stand up like that.
Hold up! All right. Got an emergency vehicle coming up. They are attending over there.
No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No peace. No racism. No peace. No justice. No peace. No racism. Police. If we don't get no justice, you don't get no peace. I said if we don't get no justice, you don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, you don't get no peace. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. And if we don't get it, shut it down. 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 If we don't get it, shut it down.
Yo, you might as well turn around right here.
Shut it down.
Alright, dog.
Shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down.
Sorry, man.
We're headed to Councilmember Alex Peterson's home. I believe probably about another mile or so. It's in Ravenna. So we're kind of right now on the cusp between University District and Ravenna, and we're about to cross over down the way here.
Yes! When do we want it? Now! Who are we gonna call?
Oh my God, I just thought Ghostbusters. Who get a call?
8804. What are we going to tell them? Defund SPD. By how much? 15% at least. What's his phone number? 206-684-8804. Whose number is that? Alex Peterson. Whose lives matter? Black lives matter. 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 No justice? No peace. No justice? No peace. No racist? Police. 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 Defund SPD. 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 Defund SPD.
My body without permission. All you United States citizens, where the fuck I'm gonna go?
Defund SPD. Defund SPD. Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
Come over here. Okay, guys. I'm really glad y'all coming out and seeing the ring, because you know what you could be doing right now? Napping. You can be so good in here chilling, doing whatever, but instead you chose to be significantly engaged, and we're all appreciative of that. Hopefully you took something away from this. I hope that somebody learns one new thing every time they come out here. I also encourage everybody to at least one new person coming out here, networking with me, because I'm really introverted, and I get anxiety every time I come out here. But we can all do better. We can all keep ourselves accountable and build up our community. Because that's what's going to liberate us is community organizing and choosing to love one another and engage with one another over individualism. So I hope that when you come back tomorrow at 7 p.m., you see somebody else that you saw today and choose to engage with them. And just a nice conversation. I also hope that y'all are doing the work outside of this, reading articles, longer texts, engaging with your friends and family, talking about the same stuff, so that we can take what we're learning here and get people around us to also become citizens engaged. So, yeah. Can we make some noise for ourselves? Real quick?
Let's go! Woo!
Really make some noise, so we want to try to give a room to people while they're here. I want to say thank you to Ace, thank you to Miss Carla, thank you to Jabbar, thank you to Deja. I thank all y'all for coming out here, because you don't got to come out here, man. We out here with standing with something was right, something we believe in. So if y'all not giving y'all appreciation at home, I want to give you my appreciation for y'all coming out here. So give those a round of applause for yourselves. Now, I know it's late, we're sweaty, we stink, we're tired. Oh, come on, go ahead, Jabbar. Here goes Jabbar. One more second, y'all.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep everybody, I just want to echo that appreciation got to be anywhere right now. Tomorrow is the last day to register for the primary, right? So
have a higher power. Because this game is bigger than you. Right? You're in front of the church. It doesn't have to be your denomination. But do find a denomination, the OG, to listen to, to get to the game. Y'all can understand what's going on in these days that we're in. Okay? It's getting real serious. They're blatantly on film, broad daylight, multiple angles, killing us, left and right. If you're religious, that's a sign. That sign is you get back to your higher power, man. So do what you gotta do. I don't care who it is, what religion, which God or God it is that you play to, but get your play on and do it on the regular, amen? I release the floor to the queens.
All right, so as I said earlier, the organizer was going to come over and we're going to let her have the floor. I want all of you guys to know that this is not easy. You understand? Putting these things together is not easy. This is a thankless job sometimes. It's a job that none of us get paid to do. So when you have somebody out the kindness of their heart that puts together something like this just because they simply care, that's a big deal, right? Has no ties to the family, not blood related, doesn't even know the family, but just knows about Katie's situation and just knows that it's wrong, understands the injustice behind it, and just really wants to be a person that brings this to the awareness of the city here in Vacaville and wants to do something about it. That's huge. You understand? Talk back to me. I want to know that y'all hear me. Yes. Thank you. So Delana is here. Come on, baby. Delana is how old? 20. This baby, 20 years old. Put this together because of the kindness of her own heart. That's huge. We have so many people out in the community right now doing nothing. We have leaders that are bona fide leaders that are doing nothing. So when you have a 20-year-old girl that takes the time out of her life and her schedule and puts together something like this, that's to be commended. And I want all of you all to look at yourselves in the mirror and think about what you can do to enact change. Because all of you guys, everybody here can have a role in
We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Law saying that you have to pay an exorbitant amount of money in order for your voting rights to be reinstated. So it's still very difficult for Collins to vote.
We need to do a little bit more research and verify that for sure. Regardless, though, it is very important that we all vote, and I will look into that to confirm that.
Thank you. The timing of that. Hashtag where Paula at.
How often will we be in the streets?
Every day.
How often will we be in the streets?
Every day.
How often will we be in the streets?
Every day.
Whose lives matter?
Black
time, baby. Take your time.
I've been waiting for this.
Amen. Amen.
I just want to get you guys out here. Since we were in high school, and I was just the weird girl that cared about politics too much, that made it her business when those problems were happening miles and miles and states away.
Amen.
When it felt like the entire school and the whole town was against me.
It's all right. That's all right. We here with you, baby. You got this. Go ahead. Take your time. Take your time, bro. Yep. Take that time. Breathe it
Did
in.
anyone else, when you were growing up, when you were a kid, and you would watch something like the Olympics, and you'd see all the different countries competing against each other, and for some reason, you don't know why, but you were Team USA all the way. Like, you would, Team USA.
Right.
You know? And yeah, we knew world peace wasn't a thing. We knew world hunger was a thing. I thought we were all collectively working towards the solution. I thought all cops were good. I thought the system worked, you know?
Take your time, baby.
I had faith that humanity would reign superior. And then I grew up, and I figured some things out. And not because my school told me about it. If anything, they did quite the opposite and tried to silence me for 4 years. And now I have siblings, and I have a son, and they're all blacker than me in this town. For my sister to come to these protests with me and see the backlash that we get, it just reminds me of how urgent this fight is. I don't want us to keep asking, am I next? I want you guys to start screaming that you won't be next. It shouldn't take Kaylee's friends and family fighting for an entire year for the community to show up for her. It shouldn't take a Twitter poll to get you guys to a protest. It's not a moment. It's not a moment, because every moment that passes, another person dies. Another family mourns.
Yeah, guys, ignore the trolls. I'll weed out when I can or what I need to. But again, you know, I want to recommend civil debate, intellectual discourse. I want people to talk. I want you to discuss the issues. I don't want you to yell and attack each other. Like, discuss what's wrong about this. What's good about it. Discuss what's wrong about the cops. Discuss what's good about the cops. But do it in a peaceful manner. Do it in a way that you can communicate. Because without communication, nothing will change ever. Gary's just the king troll. He's now got 2 other aliases, refuses to give us his real name, claims he's got a bunch of information on the Bryan and Taylor case that he's not allowed to disclose because the investigation's still going on. So he's been trying to tell me and Jason to wait until the evidence comes out. Don't convict people before it's out. Wait till the evidence. Oh yeah, he's got a bunch of secret information that we don't know apparently.
Bet.
It's gone by Gary Wayne. It's also gone by Carl. What was it? Carl Childers.
Yeah, Carl Childers.
Carl Childers and Gary Wayne.
Looking ass.